Along the endless sweep of Florida's Gulf Coast, a world of breathtaking beauty unfolds. Here, the sands stretch pale and fine, kissed by turquoise waters that seem to whisper the secrets of the deep. In this realm where sun meets sea, communities have grown, flourished and thrived, drawn by the promise of gentle breezes and the eternal embrace of the ocean. But beneath the tranquil surface, a quiet uncertainty stirs, as invisible forces begin to reshape the lives of all who call this place home. The Gulf Coast is a place of wonder and promise, yet its allure belies a growing sense of suspense. For while the sun rises each day over sparkling inlets and winding estuaries, shadowy challenges are emerging. Insurance, once a steady shield against nature's unpredictability, is becoming elusive. The very foundation of security for these coastal communities is beginning to shift, leaving an unsettling question in the air. As we journey along the storied coastline, from the serene shores of Naples to the historic charm of Venice, we will uncover the stories of those living on the edge. Their lives, shaped by the rhythms of tide and storm, are now intertwined with a new kind of uncertainty. This is the unfolding story of Florida's Gulf Coast, where beauty and suspense are forever entwined. Naples, a jewel at the southern tip of the Gulf Coast, greets each dawn with an air of quiet majesty. Here the beaches stretch wide and unblemished, a canvas of soft sands bordered by gentle surf. The palms sway with an almost imperceptible rhythm, their leaves whispering tales of old Florida. Life in Naples moves to a tranquil tempo, a place where residents and visitors alike seek solace and renewal beneath the vast, open sky. Yet, as the tide ebbs and flows, so too does a growing uncertainty ripple through this idyllic community. The once reliable safety net of homeowners insurance is starting to unravel, leaving many to peer into the future with apprehension. Conversations that once revolved around sunsets and sea turtles now carry a new weight, as neighbors quietly discuss rising premiums and dwindling choices. Families who have cherished these sands for generations now find themselves in unfamiliar territory. The comfort of knowing their homes were protected is slipping away, replaced by questions that have no easy answers. The serenity of Naples is still here, but beneath its surface lies a gathering tension. Real estate, once a symbol of stability and prosperity, now stands shadowed by doubt. Prospective buyers hesitate, and longtime residents wonder if the past can be preserved amidst shifting sands. The landscape remains unchanged, but the sense of security that once anchored this community is eroding. In Naples, the interplay between beauty and suspense is more pronounced than ever. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the shore, the people of Naples are left to wonder, what will tomorrow bring? Fort Myers has always been a city defined by resilience. Built on the banks of the Caloosahatchee River, its neighborhoods pulse with the energy of a community accustomed to weathering storms, both literal and metaphorical. Here, the spirit of endurance is palpable, woven into the fabric of daily life. The city's downtown hums with activity, as residents gather in the early morning light to share stories and prepare for the day ahead. But beneath the surface, a quiet tension grows. The insurance crisis has reached the doorsteps of Fort Myers, and the effects ripple across the community. Families, who once felt protected by sturdy walls and comprehensive coverage, now face the unsettling reality of limited options and rising costs. For some, the prospect of being uninsured is no longer a distant threat, but a looming presence. Conversations that once celebrated the city's vibrant growth now turn to whispered concerns. Neighbors exchange advice and share contacts for elusive agents, hoping to secure the coverage that will safeguard their homes. It is a landscape of hope and uncertainty, where each policy renewal becomes a moment of suspense. Despite these challenges, the people of Fort Myers do not yield easily. Their resilience is a testament to generations who have faced adversity and emerged stronger. Yet, even the strongest foundations are tested, as the promise of security grows faint. The city stands at a crossroads, its future shaped by forces beyond its control. In Fort Myers, the spirit remains unbroken, but the shadow of doubt lengthens with each passing day. As insurance becomes more scarce, the resolve of this community is tested in ways it has never known before. Sarasota has long been celebrated for its vibrant arts and cultural richness. Here, the city's theaters and galleries offer a refuge for creativity, while its white sand beaches invite moments of quiet reflection. The air carries a sense of possibility, as musicians, painters, and writers find inspiration in the interplay of light and water. Sarasota is a place where beauty and intellect coexist in delicate balance. Yet, beneath the surface of artistic vibrancy, a more somber note is being struck. The insurance crisis has crept into the lives of Sarasota's residents, casting a shadow over their cherished homes and creative endeavors. The sense of security, once taken for granted, is fraying at the edges. Homeowners find themselves navigating a labyrinth of paperwork and uncertainty, as policies are rescinded and premiums soar. The city's sense of community is strong, but anxiety lingers in every conversation. Residents gather in cafes and on porches, quietly comparing notes on their dwindling options. Long-standing relationships are tested, as friends and neighbors face the same daunting challenge. The future, once bright with promise, now glimmers with apprehension. Sarasota's cultural vibrancy offers a measure of solace, a reminder of the city's enduring spirit. Yet even as music fills the air and galleries host new exhibitions, the underlying anxiety cannot be dismissed. It colors every decision, every plan for the future. In Sarasota, the tension between past security and future uncertainty is palpable. The city's beauty endures, but the sense of comfort that once defined it is now deeply unsettled. Clearwater's name reflects the clarity of its waters, which shimmer under the relentless sun. The city's beaches are legendary, drawing visitors from across the globe to bask in the gentle surf. For generations, Clearwater has been a haven for those seeking peace and recreation, a place where worries seem to evaporate with the ocean breeze. However, a new kind of concern is quietly taking root. Homeowners here are confronted with a growing unease as insurance companies withdraw or restrict their coverage. The dazzling surface of Clearwater's lifestyle is now shadowed by silent apprehension. Families who once felt invincible in their waterfront homes now speak in hushed tones about the future. The sense of community remains strong, but there is a subtle shift in the air. The unspoken worry gnaws at the edges of daily life, as residents weigh the risks and realities of living without reliable insurance. The once carefree atmosphere is tinged with a new seriousness. Conversations with friends and neighbors often circle back to the same topic. What will happen if disaster strikes? The collective memory of past storms fuels these concerns, while the shrinking pool of insurance options leaves many feeling exposed. Clearwater's sparkling shores persist, a testament to the enduring beauty of this place. Yet, beneath the sunlit waters, the tides of worry continue to rise, threatening to reshape the very identity of the community. St. Petersburg is a city alive with color and energy. Its streets pulse with the rhythms of festivals, markets, and vibrant public art. The waterfront parks are teeming with life, as joggers, cyclists, and families take in the beauty of Tampa Bay. This is a city that thrives on optimism and innovation, where the promise of a bright future is woven into everyday life. Yet even here, in the midst of celebration, a shadow looms. The insurance crisis is no longer a distant concern, but a pressing reality for many residents. Homeowners who once delighted in the city's growth now find themselves facing the possibility of being unprotected. The specter of vulnerability is ever present, lurking behind the facade of prosperity. The city's leaders and citizens alike are grappling with this predicament. Meetings are held, plans are made, but the uncertainty persists. Each policy renewal is fraught with anxiety, as families wonder if their homes will remain insurable. The vibrant energy of St. Petersburg is undiminished, but now carries an undercurrent of suspense. Despite these challenges, the spirit of the city endures. Residents look to one another for support, drawing strength from the bonds of community. The city's resilience is a beacon in the gathering gloom, a reminder that hope persists even in the face of great uncertainty. In St. Petersburg, the dance between vibrancy and vulnerability continues. The future remains unwritten, its outcome hanging in the balance. Tampa stands as the beating heart of Florida's Gulf Coast, a city defined by its dynamism and diversity. Skyscrapers rise above the bay, and the city's neighborhoods buzz with commerce, culture, and ambition. Here, opportunity seems limitless, and every new day brings the promise of progress and prosperity. Yet beneath the surface of this bustling metropolis, a quiet crisis is taking hold. The insurance landscape is shifting, and uncertainty infiltrates every stratum of society. Business owners, homeowners, and renters alike are confronted with the unsettling possibility of losing protection they once considered essential. The security that once underpinned Tampa's growth is eroding, replaced by a mounting sense of vulnerability. The city's leaders search for solutions, but the complexity of the challenge defies easy answers. As policies lapse and coverage becomes harder to secure, the anxiety spreads. It is a silent crisis, one marked not by public outcry but by private worry and cautious optimism. For many, the dream of homeownership now carries new risks. The prospect of being uninsured weighs heavily on the minds of families who have invested their lives in this city. The bustling streets remain, but each day brings new reminders of the fragility of security. Tampa's future remains as vibrant as ever, but its path is now shadowed by uncertainty. The city stands poised on the edge of change, its fate entwined with the unpredictable forces that shape the coast. Cape Coral is a city defined by water. Its labyrinth of canals stretches farther than those of Venice itself, creating a unique blend of suburban life and aquatic wonder. The city's neighborhoods are interconnected by these shimmering blue arteries, and life here moves to the gentle rhythm of the tides. But even in this watery paradise, unease is growing. The insurance crisis has left many residents questioning the future of their homes and communities. The very waterways that once symbolized safety and prosperity are now seen in a different light, as rising premiums and restricted coverage cast long shadows over daily life. Homeowners gather at docks and in backyards, comparing notes on their latest insurance renewals. Some have lost coverage entirely, while others face daunting increases in cost. The uncertainty weighs especially heavy here, where the threat of flood and storm is never far from mind. Cape Coral's unique geography offers both wonder and risk. As insurance support falters, families are forced to confront the delicate balance between beauty and vulnerability. The sense of community grows stronger, even as the challenges mount. For the people of Cape Coral, the future is as unpredictable as the tides. The waterways remain, but the sense of security they once represented is now tinged with apprehension. Port Charlotte has long been known for its peaceful neighborhoods and friendly streets. Here, the pace of life is slower, and the bonds of community run deep. Families gather for barbecues, children play in shaded yards, and the worries of the world seem far away. It is a place where tradition and tranquility are cherished. Yet even here, the insurance crisis has begun to take its toll. Homeowners find themselves facing tough decisions as coverage becomes more difficult to obtain. The sense of peace that once defined Port Charlotte is now accompanied by a persistent undercurrent of doubt. Conversations at community gatherings have shifted. Where once neighbors spoke of gardens and grandchildren, now they share stories of canceled policies and rising rates. The uncertainty is a constant presence, coloring every plan and aspiration with just a hint of anxiety. The community's strength is evident, as residents support one another through these trying times. Yet the doubts remain, growing with each new report of another insurer leaving the market. The familiar rhythms of life are disrupted by a future that seems increasingly unclear. Port Charlotte's neighborhoods endure, but the sense of security that once bound them together is being tested. The peace of this place is now marked by a profound sense of uncertainty. Punta Gorda's tranquil harbors and winding streets evoke a sense of timeless calm. The city's waterfront is a gathering place for sailors and dreamers, its marinas filled with vessels that sway gently in the breeze. Life here is measured by the tides, and the days pass with a serene predictability. But beneath this calm exterior, suspense is building. The insurance crisis has reached even these peaceful shores, casting doubt on the future of homes and businesses alike. Residents who once took comfort in the reliability of their coverage now find themselves navigating unfamiliar waters. The sense of community in Punta Gorda is strong, forged by years of shared experience and mutual support. Yet, the uncertainty of insurance is a challenge unlike any faced before. Homeowners gather at waterfront cafes, their conversations marked by concern and confusion. The city's tranquil harbors remain a symbol of stability, but that stability is now threatened. The prospect of being uninsured or underinsured looms over every decision, making the future feel more precarious than ever. In Punta Gorda, the suspense is palpable. The harbors still beckon, but the sense of security that once accompanied them is fading, replaced by an abiding sense of unease. Venice is a city steeped in history and architectural grace. Its streets are lined with Mediterranean-inspired buildings, and its timeless charm has drawn generations to its shores. The city's beaches and parks are places of quiet contemplation, where residents and visitors alike savor the beauty of their surroundings. Yet, even in this place of enduring charm, apprehension is spreading. The insurance crisis has begun to erode the sense of security that has long defined Venice. Homeowners are left to grapple with difficult decisions as policies are canceled or become prohibitively expensive. The city's historic avenues are filled with whispered conversations and anxious glances. Neighbors compare notes on their latest renewals, and the collective uncertainty grows with each passing day. The past feels suddenly fragile, its continuity threatened by forces beyond anyone's control. Venice's community is resilient, drawing strength from its shared history and deep-rooted connections, but even the strongest bonds are tested as the future becomes more uncertain. The city's charm remains, but it is now tinged with a new sense of vulnerability. In Venice, the story of the Gulf Coast insurance crisis comes full circle. The beauty of the past endures, but the apprehension of the present cannot be denied. As our journey along Florida's Gulf Coast draws to a close, we are left with a profound sense of reverence for these communities, places where beauty and resilience have long flourished side by side. The allure of the coast remains undiminished, its sunlit shores and vibrant cities still inviting, still full of hope. Yet beneath the surface, the quiet suspense endures. The insurance crisis has touched every corner of this vast and varied coastline, unsettling the foundations upon which so many lives are built. Each city from Naples to Venice faces its own unique challenges, yet all are united by a common thread of uncertainty. The future is unwritten, shaped by forces both seen and unseen, as residents search for stability in an ever-changing world. In this time of transition, the spirit of the Gulf Coast endures, undaunted, yet undeniably changed. The path ahead is uncertain, and the questions are many. But as the tides rise and fall, so too does the hope that these communities will find a way to weather the storms to come, safeguarding the legacy of this remarkable coastline for generations yet unknown.